Don't fear loans. How to build wealth with mortgages and investments. Are you someone who shies away from loans, seeing them as a risk that weighs you down financially? If so, you're not alone. Many people avoid loans, driven by a fear of debt and its consequences. But what if I told you that loans, when used strategically, can be powerful tools to build long-term wealth? In this guide, we'll break down how you can make loans work for you. Specifically, we'll explore how combining a mortgage for a rental property with an investment-backed loan can create a dual source of income. By the end of this, you'll see how to use loans not as burdens, but as levers that grow your financial future. Let's start with a mortgage, one of the most common types of loans. A mortgage is simply a loan taken to purchase property. What makes it special for investors is the ability to use borrowed money to acquire an appreciating asset. Here's how it works. When you purchase a rental property with a mortgage, you don't pay for the entire property up front. Instead, you pay in installments through the loan, structured over several years. The beauty of this is that tenants renting out the property often cover these payments for you. But it gets better. Over time, the value of your property may increase. This is called property appreciation. Think of it as a bonus on top of the income from rent. You are essentially creating two streams of wealth, one through monthly rental income and another through the property's potential to increase in market value. For example, let's say you take out a mortgage to buy a $300,000 property. By charging your tenants rent that fully or mostly covers your mortgage payment, your property becomes financially self-sustaining. At the same time, let's assume the property appreciates by 3% annually. Within 10 years, its value climbs to nearly $400,000. However, it's important to choose the right property. Look for locations with high rental demand, reasonable purchase prices, and growth potential. This ensures your property will remain rented out, continuously earning you income. Now that we've covered how mortgages can build wealth, let's discuss the second layer of this strategy, financial leverage. Financial leverage means borrowing money to invest in opportunities that offer greater returns than the interest rate on the loan itself. Here's how this works in practice. Say you take out a loan at a 5% annual interest rate and invest in stocks or portfolios that yield an 8% return. The difference between these two rates, 3%, is your profit. Dividend-yielding stocks are an excellent option for this type of strategy. These are shares of companies that pay you regular dividends as a percentage of your investment. On top of dividends, there's also the potential for stock prices to appreciate over time, further increasing your overall returns. Let's look at an example. You take a $50,000 loan at a 5% annual interest rate and invest it in a portfolio yielding 8% annually. This leaves you with a net gain of $1,500. Not bad for using money that wasn't yours to start with. Of course, not every investment will yield a higher return than the interest rate on your loan. That's why research and diversification are critical to this approach. Now comes the exciting part. Combining these two strategies, property ownership with a mortgage and investment-backed loans, to form a wealth-building powerhouse. Imagine this. You purchase a rental property financed by a mortgage, so tenant income covers most or all of your loan payments. Separately, you take out a smaller loan to invest in dividend-yielding stocks or another growth-oriented asset. Here's how you benefit. From your rental property, the rent generated pays off your mortgage while the property itself appreciates in value over time. This creates wealth in two ways, through equity in the property and its increased market value. From your investments, the return on your borrowed investment exceeds the interest paid on the loan, creating a second stream of income. Let's consider some numbers to see how this comes together. Suppose you buy a $300,000 rental property with a $60,000 down payment and a mortgage for the remaining $240,000 over 30 years. With rental income of $2,000 per month, after taxes and property-related expenses, you have just enough to cover your mortgage payment of $1,800 per month. Essentially, the property is now self-sustaining. Separately, you take a $50,000 loan, invest it at an annual return of 8%, and pay 5% interest. After 1 year, you've made $1,500 in net profits from this investment. Over 5 to 10 years, this combined approach allows you to build significant equity in your property and enjoy consistent returns from your investments, all while leveraging someone else's money. To help visualize this process, imagine a graph showing your property's appreciation value over time while your investment portfolio grows simultaneously. The long-term compounding effect can be remarkable, especially if you reinvest your profits into additional opportunities. Of course, no investment strategy is without risks. Understanding and managing these risks is as important as executing the plan itself. Let's break them down. Market fluctuations. Both property values and investment returns can fluctuate due to market conditions. A recession or a drop in rental demand can affect your income from the property. Likewise, the stock market can experience downturns that reduce your returns. Interest rate changes. If you borrow money for investments, fluctuating interest rates can increase your borrowing costs and narrow the profit margin between your loan interest and investment returns. Maintenance and vacancy. With rental properties, unexpected expenses like repairs or periods when the property is unoccupied can eat into your cash flow. To mitigate these risks, here are some practical tips. Build an emergency fund. Set aside some savings for unexpected property expenses, market drops, or income disruptions. Diversify investments. Spread your investments across multiple assets to reduce your reliance on any single one. Avoid over-leveraging. Borrow within limits that you can comfortably manage, ensuring you can cover payments even if returns aren't as high as expected. Do your research. Understand the local real estate market before buying a rental property, and choose investment options with a track record of stable returns. Finally, seek professional advice. A financial advisor or investment expert can assess your unique situation and recommend strategies optimized for your financial goals. Let's recap what we've learned here today. Loans aren't something to fear when they're used strategically. By leveraging mortgages for rental properties and taking loans to invest in higher return assets, you can unlock immense financial opportunities. Rental properties offer passive income and appreciation, with tenants essentially funding your loan repayments. Borrowing money to invest in high-yield assets allows you to profit from the spread between loan interest and investment returns. Combining these strategies creates a powerful system for building wealth through both property ownership and diversified investments. That said, risk management is key. By preparing for market fluctuations, diversifying wisely, and staying within borrowing limits, you can reduce potential downsides. So don't let the stigma of debt hold you back. Loans, when used correctly, are tools of progress. They can help you turn financial goals into reality, paving the path toward long-term wealth and independence. Now all that's left is to take the first step. Start researching opportunities, consult experts if needed, and begin building your path to financial freedom. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into smarter investing and wealth-building strategies. Until next time, invest wisely and dream big.